Vice President-Elect Kamala Harris received the first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine today, becoming the latest high-level official to do so on camera in order to instill public trust. Harris received a dose of the Moderna vaccine at United Medical Center, which is located in Southeast Washington, D.C.
So it is good to be here, and I've now been vaccinated. As Joe likes to say, there's a big difference between the vaccine and vaccinations. I want to encourage everyone to get the vaccine. It is relatively painless. It happens really quickly. It is safe. The Moderna, the Pfizer today, I had the Moderna vaccine. My husband is going to have it today as well. I look forward to getting the second vaccine. And literally, this is about saving lives. It's literally about saving lives. I trust the scientists, and it is the scientists who created and approved this vaccine. So I urge everyone, when it is your turn, get vaccinated. It's about saving your life, the life of your family members, and the life of your community. And so thank you, and let's all just do what we need to do to stay healthy and safe this holiday season and every day of the year.
Now, as you know, two vaccines, one produced by Pfizer and the other by Moderna, have been approved and are currently circulating in the United States. Novavax on Monday announced it would begin a phase 3 trial of its vaccine, making it the fifth company to reach late-stage trials in the United States. All I see is a missed opportunity in terms of stock buying. Every time I read a story like this, I'm just kicking myself under the table. You know,
my question about, and I was talking about my conspiracy theory, is I'm just questioning how come Kamala and her husband got the Moderna vaccine. I don't know if there's an answer to this, and why Jill and Joe got the Pfizer vaccine. I'm just curious as to know.
I think it's just the optics of trying to make everybody
both
comfortable with
it's a good idea. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a smart move, but I'm going to put y'all both, all three of y'all in an uncomfortable position. I'm sorry.
You already know my answer.
Okay. But the deal is, if she was not vice president-elect, do you think she would have taken the vaccine?
Yes.
You think for sure?
Because she still would have been a senator.
So
you think she's doing it to encourage the people that it's
I think she's doing it because she has to for national
security. Well, now
security.
she has to.
Yes. But I think that she's doing it on camera, to encourage our people specifically. I want to say one more thing about this, though, because right now, there are concerns about vaccine distribution protocol and worries that we're going to see some of the same issues that we saw back in the beginning of this with testing. And, there's a big conversation about who doesn't want to take it. And I'm worried that you won't even get that opportunity as early as you likely should. There's already an investigation in New York into people potentially skipping the line.
Wow.
And, you may not even have the choice. Yeah, I don't know. I'm worried about our people in every aspect.
That's true. Well, we know 40% right now say they will take the vaccine. Maybe that will go up. We'll keep you posted. Unemployment benefits included in a new COVID-19 relief package will not lapse this week as anticipated, despite President Trump's delay in signing the bill, the Labor Department confirmed today. As states are implementing these new provisions as quickly as possible, the department does not anticipate that eligible claimants will miss a week of benefits due to the timing of the law's enactment, a department spokesperson told The Hill. Because unemployment benefits are administered by states, however, it remains unclear if every state will be able to prevent the lapse or delays in paying out the benefit. Meanwhile, the House approved a bill to increase stimulus check payments from $600 to $2,000, but the bill's fate is in the Senate. It remains unclear what's going to happen. One thing I wanted to read a tweet that Donald Trump earlier today while he was on the golf course. Unless Republicans have a death wish, and it's also the right thing to do, they must approve the $2,000 payments. Now, we already know Mitch McConnell, what he's done today. We heard about that.
Yeah, he blocked the unanimous consent.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened we saw earlier this week, or last week. Was it last week in the House? They tried to do it, and they had to, the Republicans in the House were like, no. So they had to go through the vote way.
Right.
And so Chuck Schumer tried to do the same thing in the Senate. Let's pass it, unanimous consent. Mitch McConnell blocks it. It only takes one. He blocked it. And so now we have to see if he's going to schedule it for a vote. My question is that, does this hurt Loeffler and Perdue? Because they have publicly announced that they would support it.
They did do that.
But the rest of their party is saying, no, is this going to hurt them?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I think it was smart of them to do that. And the reason why is because it's going down on January the 5th, and they need those votes. So even if they don't really agree with it, they might have to play that side of the ball, and it may hurt them in the end.
Do you see them going a little harder against the leaders of, their party.
If they're trying to win in Georgia, you're trying to keep that seat, I think they should. I really do. I think they should.
Get your booty on down to the polls. All right. An Ohio death row inmate was who survived an attempt to execute him by a lethal injection in 2009 died Monday of possible complications of COVID-19, the state prison system says. At the time of the 2009 procedure, condemned prisoner Romel Broom was only the second inmate nationally to survive an execution after they began in modern times. Now, Broom, 64, has been placed on the COVID probable list maintained by the Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections spokesperson Sarah Fringe said on Tuesday. Inmates on that list are suspected to have died of COVID-19 pending a death certificate that she also says. Now, the state says that 124 inmates have died from confirmed or probable cases of the coronavirus. Now, the only thing is the probable, that's the only, but I wanted to add one more piece to that was that, it has to, to survive lethal injection, which was like he was only the second person in the world, and then to die of COVID-19 is absolutely mind-boggling. But also, he got sticked with 18 needles, and he was like, they tried for 2 hours to literally lethally inject and kill this man with 18 needles, and he survived that. So I just wanted to add that little piece, like they really tried, but he survived.
Only for COVID to come along and take him out.
That's what's so
Crazy.
like, wow.
Yeah.
COVID did it. The 18 needles didn't do it. And here's a man that's done a lot of bad things.
Yes, this is one of those cases that's going to test where you are and your personal feelings on criminal justice reform. I think it's fascinating that as a country, after what Demi just described, they still had another execution on the books for him, March of 2022. After all of that, they were still set on doing this. That's where we live. That's what we believe in.
And it's
in this country. And wow.
You know what? I'm just my conspiracy theory here. I hate to, it's my last little thing. I wonder if, if it was jail or if it was like maybe the whatever lethally injected in his body. Did that have anything to do with like COVID-19? Do those two things?
I don't think, no, because it was in 2009. So I don't think that one thing has anything to do with the other. Okay.
And some people might say if you survive all that, you should be let free. Not in this case. Not in this case.
His convictions are hard to read.
Yeah.
All right. The Department of Justice is alleging Walmart unlawfully dispensed controlled substances from pharmacies that operated across the country and unlawfully distributed controlled substances to those pharmacies throughout the height of the prescription opioid crisis. The complaint alleges this unlawful conduct resulted in hundreds of thousands of violations of the Controlled Substances Act. The Justice Department seeks civil penalties, which could total in billions of dollars, and injunctive relief. If Walmart is found liable for violating the CSA, the company could face civil penalties of up to more than $67,000 for each unlawful prescription filled and more than $15,000 for each suspicious order not reported. The court also may award injunctive relief to prevent Walmart from committing further CSA violations. On Walmart's website, they've responded calling this lawsuit misguided and saying their pharmacists have refused to fill hundreds of thousands of opioid prescriptions they thought could be problematic.
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about this whole thing is I wonder what the basis of the lawsuit actually is, because state law actually requires pharmacists to fill the prescriptions that have been written by qualified medical professionals. Any opportunity that a pharmacist would take to not fulfill a prescription or fill it, halfway is overriding the decision made by a medical professional. So I'm really interested to find out more about, the legal basis for filing this case.
No, for sure, Melissa. That's exactly what I was trying to figure out is who do you blame? Like, where exactly, who is the culprit? Like, I'm trying to figure that out. So hopefully we'll get some more details on that.
And on top of that, Walmart, whatever the fine is, they got the money to pay it.
Great point.
Let it be known I'm not the biggest fan of Walmart, but I mean, I do feel like this case is kind of like, it's almost like a situation of, do you penalize grocery stores for selling beer to alcoholics?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Actually, someone on Twitter said that, Melissa. Someone on Twitter actually said that same, I pulled a tweet, but I've been trying to search it, but she said the same thing. That she, here we go, found it. She said opioids give relief to people living in chronic and acute pain. And she says that this medication literally makes the difference of whether or not I and many others can leave our beds and care for ourselves. She says, is anyone suing alcohol manufacturers? So she said that similar thing that you said, Melissa.
Well, if you think about what's been made legal in this country just for the purpose, just because it's easily taxed, tobacco, alcohol, But prescription drugs has like basically created like a ridiculous epidemic in this country, but it was legal.
But opioids more specifically continue to be the drug most commonly involved with overdose-related deaths. Too.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, that's what
more
I meant.
specifically.
Those numbers continue to rise year after year, unfortunately. So
Yeah. All right. So once again, our YouTube soulmates, you guys are chatty patties, and I absolutely love it. One of our YouTube, is that corny to say chatty patties? I don't know. So one soulmate says, "Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Black Report." Yes, welcome. Kim, my girl Kim, she's checking in. She says, "Yes, my favorite time of the day. Happy Tuesday, Fox soulmates." And then another soulmate says, "The Black Report team is always well dressed. We love it. We're going new year, new me."
Okay, wait until you see us on New Year's Eve. Okay, we're doing it.
We have a whole vibe happening. Okay, now coming up next.